Hey YouTube, I haven't done a video in a while, so I wanted to do a video on the top 8 deck profile for Mono Water, piloted by George Crediford. He is the guy that ended up beating Amir and his Jealousy deck in top 8, but gave Amir the win because Amir got George to Texas. This deck also beat me in my Mono Wind, round 1 of the Kage, and I ended up winning out and topping as well. So, also, if you're interested in buying a full foil deck, contact me on my YouTube or 2zforums.com or Facebook if you know me, or contact George if you know him. And he is selling a full foil version of this exact deck that I want to profile. So, check that out if you're interested. And then we'll get started with the deck. 3 Tracking Ninja, pretty staple for water. Not much to say there. It was discard water mixed with no hand water, so he used Giant Spider with stuff like Karin just to get a +1 ninja on the field, and to also draw a card with Karin. Really good card because it rushes, and it's a rush deck basically. That's what how Mono Water plays. Kimi Childhood is also fairly rush oriented, being able to be a 4-0. Not many decks have 4-0s on turn 0. And being able to, when he's injured another 0-drop. Can take out stuff like Tamari get her injured, so they have a harder time making back ninjas with low power. And then, I don't have every card for the deck, but these are 2 sea monsters. Stall to get to late game if you need to. They can't really attack into you, so you don't really have anything to fear to get to your late game cards, to get your combos out, and then just basically win from there. 2 Karn, really good draw power for the deck. Discard the spiders to get pluses and just draw a card every turn basically. There's other cards in here that I'll point out when we get to them that also work with the discard pile. Then same with Kidomaru. Discard cards. I'll show you the cards that work with the discard pile. And then he just controls the game. If you hit Sasuke and Chidori Stream and you reinforce this guy on turn 4, it's pretty much auto win. They have 1 ninja on the field if you went first, possibly 2, but you being able to either force one of those ninjas out to battle or stop one of them coming out to battle, it's probably going to win you the game. Kigiri is really good. It can stop a lot of cards that are just really annoying. Hanabi, Tamari 0-drop, just stops a lot of things, and it's just a really good card. He ran one of that. Tiyuya for sure, limited to 1. It's pretty busted, being on stop missions, just really control based. Then he ran 1 Sakon. Sakon protects the chakra and the mirror if they run stuff to steal chakra like stolen bodies or flashback. But mainly what I saw him doing with it was just beefing up your guys late game, holding on to like 1 snake sword, and then just Sakon putting growth coins on everybody. So eventually, once you set up, they're never going to be able to beat you. You're getting chakra a turn with second Kage. You're putting growth coins on everybody. You have Snake Sword and Mastery. If you get that setup going, you're probably going to win. 2 Suigetsu, if you're drawn dead, charge your hand, and then just draw more with Suigetsu. Stops mental power, which can be annoying since not many guys have mental power in this deck. And he's a 5 on turn 3. 2 Sasuke. This Chibi Sasuke, I only have 1. He's just insane for the deck. Grabbing 2 cards, 2 Ambush Ninjas, Chidori. We'll get to some other jutsus that work with the chakra area. Just grabbing 2 chakra in general, grabbing Friendship from Sorrow. Just a lot of things you can grab, and it's just really helpful. Plus 2 chakra, which basically is adding 2 cards to the hand because this deck works a lot with the chakra area. 1 Kabuto. Kabuto is really, really good. If you just this is one of the cards I was going to talk about with Kidomaru and Tiyuya. When you discard a card for their effects, you can always deploy it later with Kabuto. So that's just really good, getting cards out of your discard pile. Ninjas. And then 1 Baki, of course. If you hit that with Chidori Stream, auto win right there. 1 Kisame locks up shit with chakra. Your mirror match, amazing. Against almost every deck, amazing. Against wind, they can't get their chakra to Hydro Pump again. From them drawing a lot of cards and charging down for that Hydro Pump. If they don't have a lot of chakra, this guy's gonna win you against wind. It definitely hurt me round 1 at the Kage. 2 second Kage. Gets a chakra turn, gets that chakra that you discarded back with Karin and Kidomaru. and amazing effect just to pull back your Jutsus like Snake Sword, missions, like monster research, that kind of stuff. It's another card that works with the discard pile, Hanzo. It actually got him 2 Battle Wars against me, and it was really annoying. We went to time, he played Hanzo, and that locked it up for him pretty much. Hanzo is really good because basically discarding him is nothing because it's just like he would be in your hand. So he pluses basically off of Kiyomaru or Karin. 3 Toby, of course, amazing with Giant Spider. Just discard for a free ninja. You basically, like, you're not discarding stuff, you're just getting another ninja. Amazing for the discard aspect of the deck. 1 Chidori Stream, of course, limited to 1. Still really, really good. If you hit it, it's great. Not much to say on that. He ran 1 Water Cleanse Jutsu. At first, I didn't agree with him on this because it's a 50-50 to negate. But basically, I mean, he searched it out with Sasuke, and that was just a fear. Like, it was like, if I played a Hydro Pump, I could be wasting 3 chakra, and I ended up doing it. I don't know if it's a Hydro Pump or a Flamethrower, but I ended up playing that, and he didn't hit it, but I had to really think about it, and it, like, really made me afraid of attacking and risking it being negated by this guy. 1 Striking Shadow Snake, of course. 3 Chidori should have been limited, and not Striking Shadow Snake, in my opinion. You don't really use Striking Shadow Snake that much. I mean, it's 3 chakra. You're only going to use it maybe once. Say 2's already banned. This guy definitely should get limited instead, but they decided not to. So, and then 3 Snake Sword, the removal for the deck. Really strong card. He sides Miroku in this deck, against rush decks, against decks that use a lot of reinforcement cards, and then that's for sure removal because they can't bring it back into play. So that's really good. And then he ran 2 Friendship from Sorrow. It's basically a 2 for 2 on turn 2 because you can use cards from your chakra area. Unfortunately, it does not work with Giant Spider because it says like place and discard. It doesn't. You're not actually discarding it. And it hits a lot of permanent missions that are obnoxious. Team Asuma, your opponent's invasion if they go for a guy that doesn't have ambush. Just a lot of random cards that can hit. That's really nice. Invasion, of course, limited to 1. Search for almost every guy in your deck. Suigetsu's Joy, of course. 3 Makeout Tactics. Some decks, I know Jerry's deck didn't run Makeout Tactics, but I think it's really good. I mean, you can search for a Toby. Like, I was playing the deck a little bit, and like, if I needed something really badly, I just search for a Toby and like hope I draw it. Like, if that's my only out, you can do that. If you already have your drop, I mean, you can search for a Giant Spider to discard. It's like a free ninja. I really liked it in this deck. I don't really know why Jerry didn't play it, but he didn't. 3 Monster Research. Amazing card. Fuels the discard for Kabuto and Hanzo. It's a pretty broken card. At first, I didn't really like Monster Research, but after playing with it, definitely very, very good. Unfortunately, this one also doesn't work with Giant Spider, but that's not a huge deal. And then, last card of the deck is Tragic Destiny. Tech Tragic Destiny. I thought it was pretty solid. You can see a lot of annoying effects. Yamato CBF. If you're in danger of decking out, which occasionally this deck does, you can steal first Kage's effect so you don't deck out. You can steal a lot of just different effects that your opponent have, and it can be really nice. It steals Mastery and Surge as well, if that ever comes in handy for you, but those are just some stuff it steals. And then 1 Kido State 2 locks up your opponent. He's really, really good. He's like a Shikamaru Unwillingness. So that's the deck. The side deck, I don't have a list for, but he played stuff like Crying in Vain, Miroku, just kind of stuff like that. Stolen Bodies for the Mirror. I don't know if he played that, but that's what I would have played. So yep, that's the deck. If you're interested in buying a full foil version with all the cards that I didn't have, he has, of course, let me know or let him know. Check out tweezyforums.com. I will be at the Minnesota Kage next week, so if you're there, hit me up. I will have a lot more footage from that. Hopefully some matches. Hopefully my phone won't die, and so I can get the final match. And so I'll be there. Say hi if you see me. I'll definitely get some deck profiles. I'll have my deck up after that. Hopefully some friends at top. I know most of the people going, so most of the people that I think are prominent in the game. If they top, I can get their deck profile. So, yep, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.